Hello everyone, and welcome to this Dice Fiends episode of Elfinfolk by, I'm good at this game, let me bring up the messages, by Adam Baffoni, which is just a small little RPG about the small folk who live alongside of us, but we really don't notice. And today we are joined by Dennis from the Control Group. Is that the name?
Yeah, Control Group.
All right. Can you tell us a little more about yourself or your podcast if you wish?
Yeah, of course. At Control Group, we test the latest and greatest in TTRPGs. So we use mini-campaigns and one-shots to test as many systems as we can, just showing off the world for newcomers and old heads as well.
Oh, that's really...
I am Dennis. I am the usual GM, but I run all the social media.
All right. That's really cool. Well, thank you for joining us, and we are going to dive right into the world of Elfinfolk right now. We open in the driveway of 114 Penman Drive. A minivan has suitcases stacked up near the open trunk, waiting for the designated packer to come and make sure everything is done efficiently. As the camera draws closer to the minivan, a young girl, no older than 8, runs out with a Hello Kitty suitcase and throws it to the ground before spinning on her heel and running back into the house. The camera follows her from behind. Her mother and father opening all of the cabinets and doors, her older brother stalking around the house picking up bags to take outside, while she goes to her room to get the stuffed animals she can't bear to spend 4 days apart from, before running back out of the house. But that camera doesn't follow her. Instead it goes into the walls and through a series of tiny ladders where we find Elfinfolk are in the middle of their own exodus, having learned that the Terminex will arrive in a matter of hours. As we ascend the ladders, we reach 4 Elfinfolk talking about the future. 1 an elder of the community, and 3 other explorers that will find a safe route for the Elfinfolk of Penman Drive and a new home. Would you all care to introduce yourselves and describe what you look like? Starting with Dennis.
So today I'll be playing a character named Dayo. Dayo is a little older as far as Elfinfolk go. He's in his 50s. He's actually not from this current tribe of Elfinfolk. He's kind of a refugee from his own tribe. He used to live under the kitchen counter by the sink until the great glass accident happened, in which the older brother, getting a late night drink of water, dropped a glass, and the shattered debris kind of tore through Dayo's community. He found himself a survivor, but he leaves himself a little bit of a recluse. Still having a very tiny microscopic bit of that shard of glass somewhere along his rib cage. He's kind of very basic, kind of almost monkin garb that he's found. Old packages of processed cheese slices that he's worked into robes. And he carries around a staff which is made out of a broken matchstick.
Nice. Alright, Grant, can you tell us more about your character?
My character's Skolnik. He's younger, on the younger side, probably early 20s, and very of the next generation. Likes to keep kind of the most. He's a tinkerer and repurposes broken technology bits. He carries a broken DVD. It's like a machete with black electrical tape for a handle, and he wears a backpack that had been thrown away. He'd cut a bunch of neoprene out of it, and so he's wearing this like bright purple JanSport backpack, and the logo actually like partially across his back. His name's Skolnik, and he likes to explore. He's not very beefy, not very agile, likes to tinker and invent and repurpose human items into things that we can use in our community to make our life a little easier. So.
All right. And finally, we get to Kiara.
My character is Eilonwy, and she is absolutely a troublemaker. She is the daughter of the person who does a lot of like the bed making and simple furniture crafting or recrafting for the folk here, and she has a habit of wearing loose dark clothes that actually mimic the upsetty scene girl that lives in the house, because she absolutely loves the mostly dark clothes with splashes of extremely bright color. And she also tends to mark herself as much as she can with markers, so she actually has kind of face painting on, even though she is mostly covered herself, her body-wise, with tape and clothing.
And the elder Elfinfolk in front of you is the leader of the tribe. He has been for the past, well, probably since shortly after you came to the tribe, Dayo, depending on how long ago that was. But he's an older man in about his 70s. If for a point of reference, think like the Green Sage from Jak and Daxter. Short, big beard, has like a twig tying his hair together. He's using like a discarded toothpick as a walking stick now, and just kind of sits down on the floor. Deyo, Skolnik, and Eilonwy, I'm sure you know why I called you here.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, well, a few months ago, the termites began invading our homes, and as much as we were able to fend them off, we have learned that the human folk are calling in Terminex, and they are planning to fumigate the house. We need you to find us a new home, at least for the time being, because I really don't need to tell you that that's going to kill us if we stay here. So... Yes. I'm sorry for the short notice. I'm sure you've all packed up your humble residences, but we do have about 2 hours until Terminex arrives. And let's be real, we've been around this family long enough to know that they're going to leave at the last minute, so we don't really have time to just wait for them to leave and then leave ourselves.
About how many people do we need to relocate?
There are about 30 people in your community, counting the three of you.
Okay. And we need to get out of here. Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
Are we going to be, sir, are we going to be returning?
Hopefully in time, but if they somehow find our community, like when we've left, we might not be returning. I know this is the only home you've known, Skolnik, but sometimes things just have to change.
Skolnik just kind of nods, he's pondering.
Skolnik, as I have told you many times since entering the village, this house is plagued. It is best for us to get as far away from it as possible to survive.
If we're not planning to return, we should probably find a way to go. Maybe to the next kingdom over.
We have had envoys from 115 Penman Drive before. I don't know if they're still there. And there is the forest behind the backyard, but that is a large expedition for us to take out in the open.
And just point of order, are the people moving, or are they just leaving because Terminex is coming?
They're leaving because the house is getting fumigated.
Okay, so
they'll
be coming
away for
back eventually.
They'll be coming back, but it all depends on what happens with y'all, whether the Elfinfolk would be coming back. But yes, Dayo, I chose you because you are a survivor, and you know how to make your way in this world apart from our communities. Skolnik, you've always been incredibly innovative, and Your tinkering has helped our community greatly. And Eilonwy, they're gonna need some help, I suppose, if they get into trouble.
You know I got it.
Yes, I just need you three to find a safe path for us.
Where do you seek to go, Skolnik and Eilonwy?
I would prefer not to go into the woods.
The forest?
The forest isn't really my favorite place to be. There's not a whole lot of modern things in the forest. It's pretty dirty.
It is so grungy. It is like, no.
Perhaps we should...
Like, why would I even?
We should seek a safe path to 115, then?
I think that's probably in our best interests. I mean, if nothing else, we can move there for now, and then with their help, maybe do a more permanent move. Because then we'd have time to scout, as long as we stay with them.
Well, we can't just run across the yard. It's daylight.
We could attempt the voyage through the side gate.
I think that might be the best way to do it. I'm ready to go if you guys are. I just need to grab something, and he's gonna like zip back to where he's been staying, and he grabs what looks to be like a broken head of a plastic spoon that's wrapped in cloth straps, and it's like a shield, and he kind of straps it on his back and says, "Okay, I'm ready."
Good luck, you three. The existence of our community depends on you. No pressure, though.
Absolutely none, apparently.
There's a bit of pressure, sir.
I will do my best to protect the community that has been so kind to take me in.
Oh my god. You guys are so stuffy.
Yes, I am.
You would be stuffy too, if you have seen the horrors that I have seen.
Oh my god, please carry on about the Great Glass incident for the 100th time already.
Shards ripped through my village!
Yeah. Well, why don't we get a move on before, this one also gets generally, screwed.
Yeah, I agree. We should probably keep going, and this bickering is just not going to help us at all.
You make your way out of the little attic-ish area, and you're going down to the side gate.
Yeah, I imagine we've got a way out, maybe through the walls. So you know how outside there's the spigots on the side of the house. Maybe we've kind of got a flap or an access out the side wall out there to that side yard.
All right, so yeah, you have a little access to where someone would attach a hose. So going down to that area, you see the Elfinfolk around you are packing up, and they're congregating together so they can all just go as a group once you guys come back. But as you go towards the spigots, 4 termites come out of the wall. These wretched little beasts, about half an inch long, block your path, threatening you physically. We'll let you decide which one of you goes first.
I don't know that Skolnik would run out in front. He'd be looking for ways around it, looking for maybe something that he could tie a rope to and go over. He's more of an outside of the box solution versus a head on. So he's not racing to combat. He's capable, but not running in there.
So, Eilonwy would like to reach into her bag, and she grabs out a button that has already been pre-tied to, and it's a metal button, pre-tied to a thread, and she starts swinging it over her head. I'm ready to throw down. I'm going to try to generate like a space and push them back with my presence more than actually engage.
Alright. Roll me power.
Oh god. Alrighty. That was a 5 on my roll.
And what's your power stat?
5.
Alright, so that is... Your roll is equal to the target number. That's a success with a complication. So you gain 1 success towards overcoming this challenge, and the way I'm going to do it is that between the 3 of you, you all just need to get a certain number of successes before you either, like, get rid of these termites or they retreat back into wherever they came from. And I'll let you determine that. But
Okay.
you do take... I'm going to say you take a point of physical stress, Eilonwy. Like, just continuously, like, swinging that in the air above you starts tiring out your arms.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
You can keep doing that, but that's just like, ow, I need to work out more.
I think Dayo, seeing Eilonwy move forward, is going to move adjacent to her. Make himself as big as he possibly can, the small folk he is, to attempt to scare back the termites, just yelling at them, "Get back, you wood demons!"
Well, I think that's actually going to be wit.
Oh, perfect. I rolled a 6, and my wit is 6.
You start yelling them to get back. You hear, like, you're yelling at the top of your lungs, and, like, they start retreating. That's an additional success. But a complication is, we do see the little girl from before. She's, like, just packing something up, and then she hears, "Get back, you wood demons!" Like, what is that? Mom, I heard something.
Skolnik's gonna see the that Eilonwy's threat is kind of starting to work, and sees Dayo kind of play on that, and brandishes his shiny scimitar, DVD scimitar, and kind of does the same thing, not actually attacking, but like making like big threats and shouting, back.
So, since you're doing the same thing that... I don't know why I'm finding it difficult to remember that name. That's literally her emotion.
Eilonwy.
Eilonwy.
Yeah, I literally stole it from the Black Cauldron, y'all.
Oh, wow. I just kept calling
Princess
you Eilonwy. Oh, Eilonwy.
Yeah.
Okay, Eilonwy Musk. Alright, since you're doing the same thing Eilonwy doing, I'm going to have you roll versus power.
Okay. And I'm trying to beat my power or go under.
Go
that's
under.
A good thing, because I rolled a 2 and I have a 5 in power.
Okay. Yeah, you get a full success, so you are able to... The 3 of you, with your combined efforts, are able to scare the termites off.
Yay!
Could I put down some like tacks in front of their holes, like as a way to keep them from coming out and threatening the community behind?
Of course.
So I reach in my bag and I pull out some little thumbtacks, like the little furniture ones that hold like the underside of your couch, that almost like little staples, and I put them in the holes that they had come through, hoping to kind of slow down their process of in case just to allow for us to return safely if we can, and to allow for our community to more easily escape when we do succeed.
So with that challenge out of the way, you are able to find the entrance to the water tap that you've created. And we cut to the outside to like a little water spigot as a tiny little rope just lowers out of it slowly. And we see our 3 adventurers enter the backyard. Would you all like to describe what it looks like?
There's a huge stack of rubber bands that stands probably 2-3 times our height, and it's actually a coil of hose that's all stacked up, and it's to our left, just kind of like sitting there, and there's kind of the grass it's sat there for a long time. The grass under it's all dead. It's blue with a big red stripe around it, and the grass near it has kind of grown up really, like under those water spigots, how there's always kind of a drip there. I feel like the weeds and grass right in our immediate area are pretty tall compared to the rest of the lawn.
And if you could see over the horizon that is the backyard, you could see the great wood mountain in the back of it, or the lemon tree that sits in the back of the house, that only tales have been told about climbing the great wood mountain and reaching the precious fruit up top.
And we can't see them, but there's at least like a half dozen like lemons that have fallen off the tree. They're like laying in the yard. I feel like they haven't really taken care of the yard super great. It's probably why they have a termite problem.
Yeah.
They also have like a bunch of like scattered toys that have just been abandoned over the years from the kid in various state of like dirty and gross.
Oh yeah. It's like a tricycle on its side. Way in the distance, over by that white picket fence, with the paint chipping, peeling off. I feel like they don't like neglect the yard, but this isn't a new house.
Yeah, it's at least 50 years old.
Might even be a rental house, like, so that like high level upkeep just hasn't happened.
Yeah, I imagine it like one of those old colonial homes, just like in its layout.
Nice.
Yeah, like one story, poor dirty stone porch in the backyard that hasn't been pressure washed.
Vinyl siding
in
that got
far
put
too
on
long.
in like the early 90s.
The last big maintenance was to take asbestos out of the attic.
Oh Lord.
So I think we should aim for the tricycle.
As cover, as it were.
Maybe move. You know how grass sometimes will grow, like a big clump will be bigger in the yard. Maybe like move from clump to clump.
Yes, we should stay hidden.
Well, duh. That is like 90% of our point out here.
So, I'm taking it the goal is to get to the fence and through the fence, or?
I think we need to get to the tricycle first.
Tricycle, alright.
That's like a pretty big landmark. If we're mapping a path, I think like we should have places that we could stop along the way from the road, along the path if we're sneaking in groups across.
We want that good shrubbery.
We always need shrubbery. Alright, so I'm gonna have each of you roll me a slide check to...
Can I, like, do like a look around, maybe even a vigilance before, so we can see if we can get across? Look, just trying to figure out the closest, the best path, if you will.
Yeah, okay, make me vigilance, and then depending on how you do with that, we can modify your slide.
Okay, I have a 7 in vigilance, and I rolled a 6.
Alright, so that is a full success. Nice. So you are able to see, like, the family cat just, like, stalking around the yard. So knowing that that's there, you will get a +1 to slide. Or it'll be a normal difficulty slide instead of a difficult slide. Because you kind of know, like, what area it is in.
Fluffy is over there to the left. We need to be really, really careful while we sneak over there, over to these.
Wow.
He appears to be hunting. I hope it's not us.
And if you want to use a stat other than sly, you can tell him, like, if you can justify it, I'll let you roll for it then.
I think that's the only one to work for being sneaky.
Yeah. Unless we were doing like a lot of climbing or extra acrobatics to reach it, maybe. But I would save that for when I need to sprint because I just rolled a 9.
And I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 3, which is below my slide.
Hey!
What's
6.
your slide? 6?
My slide's also a 6.
Alright, so Dayo, maybe you've had to avoid Fluffy before Dayo, but you know, like, how to just, like, be quiet. But as Skolnik and Eilonwy are walking through, they're not being, like, super unquiet. Well, maybe Eilonwy is, like...
Skolnik's got, like,
she's
all
just being
sorts
her
of,
usual...
like, gadgets and gear and pieces of metal.
Eilonwy finds the one twig smaller than... like, the one twig she could break by stepping on it, and steps on it.
And I start swearing up a storm in response.
You've heard the discontented meowing of Fluffy up until this point, but then it stops, and looking over, you can see Fluffy is just looking up. Eilonwy, Dayo, you both see Fluffy beginning to come towards you. Fluffy definitely noticed something moving in the grass. Oh, not Dayo. Eilonwy and Skolnik. Dayo, you're safe on the tricycle.
I think it's time to run now. This is exciting.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do in the middle of a field here to stop a cat from pouncing on me. So I think running is the right choice. We need to go now.
Yeah, totes, dude. Like, ahead of you?
So are you running to the tricycle, or are you...
I'm actually going to try to run for the fence, so I don't lead Fluffy to the still hidden Dayo.
I think I'm running towards that tricycle. It's so far to the fence, and I don't have the power to do that. So...
I have the agility, which is what I'm relying on. I'm a runny little bitch.
I don't have that. I don't have that either. So I'm going for my closest cover, which is that tricycle. Also, I have an ally there, so that's where I'm going.
I'm gonna split the party.
Alright. So I'm gonna need you to both make me your respective rolls. I guess, Skolnik, you're doing power just to, like, run that way?
Yeah, power or agility, it's really up to you.
Whatever's better for you.
Power is a little better for me than agility, but not by much. I have a 4 in agility and a 5 in power, so and I rolled a 9, so doesn't really matter.
All right, and Eilonwy?
I'm using agility to GTFO to the fence, and I rolled a 4, and my agility is a 7.
Oh, good job. You are being agile as fuck. It's like that scene in Inglourious Bastards when she's running away from the home in the beginning. Like, Fluffy is just in the background and Eilonwy is just...
I see Skolnik's just like shit, like stumbling, like... tripping over pieces of grass.
The clacketing is still happening.
There's like a little divot. His foot goes in like a wormhole. Like, ah!
Does the 4 scramble on all limbs?
To kind of get going again.
Try to keep going.
Back up.
Dayo, I imagine that we're going to cut to your point of view now. You're on the tricycle, and you see the two of them, like, attract the cat's attention. Mm-hmm. You see Eilonwy shoot off from you, and you're like, okay, good, don't draw her towards me. Then you see Skolnik run towards you, and no. And then the cat starts running towards Skolnik, no. And then the cat, as it gets towards Skolnik, you see a little paw, like, rise in the air. Skolnik, your whole world is sent flying as you get batted by the cat. Take 1 physical stress as you just roll along the ground.
And now this is like the eternal like question: do you run from a bear or do you play dead? I have pretty good wit and vigilance. I think I would know.
That depends on the cat, because I can describe some situations about my parents' barn cats.
I know, but most cats will continue to play until something stops moving. But then they either decide to eat it. Oh, I mean, this could be really bad. So,
I mean,
do you want me to roll wit about whether to get up or to stay down, or do you want me to just jump up and try and keep running?
Do whatever you feel is best.
I actually have a plan, if you would like, Skolnik, to help you out.
So, I'm down.
Yeah.
I haven't made a choice yet. Go ahead. if you want to jump in.
Seeing Skolnik on the ground, Dayo will yell at him, "You fool! Oh, it is time I must finally use this," as he lifts up his staff, which is a match, and he runs the match along the tire of the tricycle to ignite the match and lift it above his head to attract Fluffy away from the stunned Skolnik and over towards the tricycle.
All right. Wow, that's good. I did not see
Glorious.
that coming. What do you think would be the best? Would that be charm? You're trying to get Fluffy's attention,
Yeah,
or wit?
I have the same for each stat, so...
Alright, so let's roll charm for flavor.
Alright. I have a 6 charm, and I rolled a 6.
Hey.
Fluffy does come over towards you. How far away is a match visible, like when it's struck in daylight?
I think both like the sound of that, right? would the ears of the cat would be like, what? And then would see that flame.
No, but I was thinking if someone was coming outside to get Fluffy before
match
they
is not
left.
visible unless we're in the shadows. Like, if this is where the sun is not reaching, then we might have a problem. But if we're in the actual daylight right now, probably not. Like, at least it's not a high chance to be noticed.
Also, here's a thought. We're on the side yard. Somebody's going to be coming out the front door. The trike is in the middle. The cat was towards the backyard. If it was coming towards us, if Dayo was standing on the backyard side of the trike, somebody coming from the front yard to get the cat would not necessarily see that match.
That's fair. Yeah, so I'm going to say that the complication is that you might take just a little stress damage because the cat's not reaching you, but it does like bat at the match, and you're like, okay, that's a little close for comfort.
Yeah. Most definitely.
All those videos of cats playing with candles.
Eilonwy, you are at the fence, and you see the cat is over the tricycle batting at something.
Oh no. God damn it. And I did so good running away, too. Alright, I suppose I'll go see if I can help him out. I will proceed to run back, and I would like to, using my button on a thread, try to bop the cat on the nose.
Alright. Roll me power. This is going to be a difficult check, so it'll be power -1.
Glorious, because that was already a great stat for me to be rolling to begin with. I made my character wrong, apparently. Oh, fuck. I rolled a 10.
Okay. A critical failure should result in a serious consequence.
Regretty this spaghetti.
Alright, so yeah. You aren't able to hit him in the nose. You do get Fluffy's attention though.
Is Fluffy pouncing on me now?
Yes, Fluffy does pounce on you. You take 2 points of physical stress.
Yep. That's fair.
While that's happening, can I get onto the tricycle, kind of like up onto like one of the little cross beams? And I have like a magnifying glass from like a kid's science kit, like it's just a little, those little plasticky ones. I'd like to try and create like a laser dot with the sunshine to distract the cat.
Alright, roll it.
I got a 1.
Alright, so you get 2 successes. So the cat is just
what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to
Eilonwy
pull the cat
face
off of
repeatedly.
Eilonwy and then maybe get it to run towards the front of the house, like away from us. Like you would with a laser toy?
Yeah, so... No, I understand. So what the cat is doing, it's like just smacking Eilonwy in the face repeatedly, like playing with her. And then you do your little laser pointer, the cat's attention like is drawn mid-paw raised. It looks at the laser pointer, and then you circle the laser pointer around the trike. Fluffy follows it into the back door of the house. You hear someone say, "Oh, Fluffy, that's where you went to." Fluffy gets picked up, and the back door is closed.
Well, that worked well.
Great thinking, Skolnik.
You've succeeded in clearing the backyard of Fluffy and the path to the water spigot of termites. Alright, what would y'all like to do now? You are all at the tricycle.
We need to get to that fence. We need to get through the next house's yard.
Well, we also have to figure out how many yards we have to go through to get to the house we're trying to get to. We haven't located that yet.
It's the next door house, right?
House? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're at 113?
We are 114, you're going to 115.
Okay, they're next door to each other, though.
Well, actually, that would be across the street from each other.
Yeah.
Technically. 1-1... Oh, okay.
It's a cul-de-sac. It's a cul-de-sac.
Game on. Good job.
Well played.
Don't mess with the DM.
I've spent
way too
long
okay,
looking
Kiara.
for options. I was a residential plumber for a year. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Big zoning law nerds over here.
Alright, Kiara, yeah, it is across the street. We're not gonna get that call.
It's next door. It's a cul-de-sac. You already said it. Okay, we're going next door. I think we should go to the fence, get up on the crossbeam, and kind of look across the next yard to see what we can see as far as threats in that yard, if at all.
Alright, each of you roll vigilance. Or whoever wants to roll vigilance, roll vigilance.
For sure. Anybody else wants to, can.
Nice. I rolled. I have a 7 vigilance, and I rolled a 3.
I have a 7, and I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 7, and I have a 6. I see nothing. I am way too busy, trying to clean my clothes after I just got pushed into the grass. I'm gonna get fucking grass stains out of this. Gross.
I'm going to actually say... You all don't... You see some little kids playing out in the backyard in the next door house. Eilonwy doesn't see them, but, you're all, are you all on top of the fence, or, between the fence cracks?
Thinking, how, there's, the 2 crossbars on the fence, the one near the ground. We've gotten up on that.
I'm gonna say... Like she did before, swearing up a storm with her sly. Eilonwy is actually complaining about how she's not going to be able to get the grass stains out of her outfit. And, she's doing it loudly enough that one of the little kids who was playing near the fence just, peeks his head up. It's and he doesn't say anything to the other kids, but he just, starts walking over.
Hide!
Why the fuck are we hiding? Do you see the state of my clothes?
You must be quiet.
You need to really, there's a kid coming. There's the human coming. Big,
shit,
little,
shit,
little
shit,
big.
shit,
It's a little big. It's a little big. Are there any snails or slugs or benign insects near us?
I'll say there is a snail. Just making its way across the yard.
If we hide, maybe he'll think he saw this thing moving, and he points at the snail.
I'm gonna need you all to roll me a sly.
Hey, I just rolled a 3, and I believe my sly is 6.
I rolled a 5 off of my 6. I got a success.
I rolled a 6 off of my 5. Oh no.
I hope you've got good charm, bro.
Yeah, so you all hide on the other side of the fence. There's a slug coming by, but the kid ignores it. He's looking through the fence. Hello? he sees Dayo's, like, foot. Hello? Who are you? His finger just starts coming through the fence to poke Dayo. What would you like to do, Dayo?
Play doll! Play doll! Play doll!
Yeah, Dayo's gonna pretend he's a toy. He's just gonna get into his kung fu grip and stand as still as possible.
Just out of reach on the other side of the fence.
Roll wit.
There we go. I have a 6 wit and I rolled a 5.
Nice.
Alright, so the kid thinks you're a doll. The kid pokes you and then tries to grab you. Because doll.
Oh shit.
Nope. The kid fails and, like, his friends call him over before he can attempt again, and he runs back over.
The old doll trick always
Tells them that there was an
works.
action doll in the other yard. But they are, so far, uninterested. What would you like to do now?
We gotta map that path to the next house. This also being a side yard, I think there's also a hose and a hose bib, but I'd like to picture that this hose is actually like spread out and there's a sprinkler on the end, but it's like down a ways. But if we could get to the hose, it'd be like a freeway to the house. But the hose is on because the sprinkler's on the front yard.
Alright, so you'd be going behind the hose. So I'm gonna...
No, we like try to get to the hose because we know that would be a quick way to like cross the grass without having to like. We'd probably be exposed, but it'd be easier walking.
Make me a slide check to get to the hose successfully.
Oof.
I failed.
Oh my god.
I also failed.
Oh shit. I rolled a 9 on my 6.
Yeah, I have a 7 on my 6. At least it wasn't a 10.
I rolled a 9 on my 5.
Oh my god.
You did well for your vigilance checks earlier, like you were looking out through on the first rung. But apparently somewhere in this grass, an ant hill was hidden.
Oh no.
As you're stepping across, you see, like, and just like these red ants start coming out of the hill, like to investigate the threat.
Are we a threat?
What would you like to do now?
Can we communicate with them?
You
Like-
can certainly try.
You can certainly try. Are we going to make a druid?
I kind of want to try and like warn them about Terminex
All right,
for safe passage.
roll me charm.
Okay. I'm not great at charm. I'm in the middle ground and I failed. I rolled a 9.
Can I
have a 6
roll
and I had a
wit
9.
to see if I have some crumbs in my pack that I could toss at them in bribery?
You can roll with the ants seem like they're taking Skolnik's warning as a threat, like, we're gonna sick Terminex on you.
The Terminex is coming. You gotta let us go. And they're like, are you bringing Terminex?
They bring Terminex! Warn the queen! Destroy the
I rolled a
intruders!
2 on my
No,
7
no.
wit.
You do find some
Here,
crumbs.
yo. Okay, I get it. We're kind of crouching on your turf.
What's
and
up?
all that jazz.
Damn straight. These
I
ants not
would
speak
like
English.
to pay for passage for myself and my friends. Ignore the one who's trying to speak before me. He's a little bit challenged with socialness. It's not his
Oh.
strong suit.
We have someone like that too.
So, here, as payment for passage, here's some crumbs that I have, if you'd like them.
He takes the crumbs in between his mandibles. Well, like, okay, yeah, you three can go on.
Alright, thanks. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Alright, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna need to make sure make sure that the community brings tribute for these guys.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too.
Coming across.
Let's go back, guys.
I'm just picturing Waluigi, like, ants. So, like they're
yes.
they're like, they have
like, oh, guys,
Waluigi, like, mustachio wiggle, but it's, like, in mandible form.
Yes, their little things on their little mandibles are like feelers are just Waluigi mustaches.
I love this.
Alright, so you've made it past the ants into the hose.
Please tell me we're not in the hose, but on the hose.
Right, but I think it's cold. You know, like when
it's
water's
also
running down the hose, it's
being
pretty
as small
cold.
as we are, we're definitely gonna feel it.
Yeah. Right. But it's pressed down on the grass around it, so I think we can move fairly quickly along that path to get to the house.
And would you like to roll a sly for that?
Asked to do vigilance, to be paying attention to what's ahead of us, because we can kind of see a little down this path. Probably not up over the edge of the grass, but we can see down this path and see if there's anything.
I would like to roll
in front
vigilance,
of us.
because I'm looking at the house to see if there's any, like, straight across chute into the house, like if there's an open window, if there's any kind of, like, access to the crawl space.
Alright, everyone roll me vigilance.
I have a success with a 3, so...
I also have a success with a 6.
Skolnik's really, like, more focused on the immediate threat of, you know, what's around. Also, as he's looking around, he's looking for anything that may be laying around that's from the human world that he might be able to acquire for future tinkering purposes. What?
Someone dropped an SD card sometime within the last few months.
Oh, an old SD card. Nice. It's like a big plate. He slides into his bag.
I had a 4 to my 6.
Nice, so y'all all got success. Yes, so you see that there's a small crawl space, and with your excellent vigilance rolls, you see like a tiny little head, no bigger than one of your own, like ducks down when you are looking in the crawl space. So there might be another tribe in that area.
Well, either help or hindrance. Either way, I think we should probably say hi. But also, I'm, like, the worst at speaking to people. So, like...
I think, personally, I think Dayo should be the one to do the greeting, because he's already had experience with joining a new tribe.
Yeah, so Dale'll speak up, raising the smoldering
that's not
staff he has in
intimidating
front
or
of him.
anything.
Okay. Just so they know where we are. Fair and well met, tribe of 1135. I am Dayo, of tribe of 1134.
So yeah, the Elfinfolk that you meet there is a weedy little fellow, a tuft of brown hair, and like just wrapped in cut out gym short material. Sup 1134? I thought it was 114, but sup, my name's Gary. Yeah, we're the tribe of this basement. What brings y'all here?
The Terminex is coming.
Gary!
Oh god, the Terminex is coming! We have to run away!
Wait. Before you do that and panic, let me clarify. The Terminex
it's all over for us!
No. Listen, sweetheart. The Terminex is coming to where our house is. So we're running.
Okay. That's
Yeah, so, like, we're wondering if this house is big enough for, like, 2 tribes, or, like, what?
I mean, I can take you to our leader, Squeaky Pete.
Oh, that would be glorious if you could do that. Would definitely be a fan.
Alright. Hey, Jerry, can you watch this hole while I go tape him to Squeaky Pete?
Yeah,
Wait. One of you's named Jerry, and the other one's named Gary?
Yep.
Are you guys, like, brothers, or is this just, like, a naming convention of the tribe?
No, we're actually partners, but it was just
Oh.
coincidence.
Congratulations. I'm happy for the both of you.
Thank you.
How beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. You go through the basement and into a little cardboard box that has been squirreled away in the back of the corner. There you see an Elfinfolk, slightly younger than Dayo, sitting on a rubber ducky.
Why, hi there, my name is Squeaky Pete.
I see why they call you Squeaky. Also, by the way, your throne is fucking kicking.
Fucking know it.
The one of the talents that Skolnik has here is in Elfinfolk history. So he would like try to greet this this tribe leader in the appropriate manner.
Alright. Yeah, roll wit. Or charm, whichever's better for you.
So yeah, I have a 7 wit or a 6 charm. Either one's a success with a 3. So
Alright. So tell me how you greet him, and I'll be appropriate.
Hail and well met, leader of 114-3,
Sup?
wherever they are. Sir, we kindly come as peaceful emissaries from the neighboring castle and request audience and a boon of you for a short time.
Of course, Gary told me of the Terminix that was coming to your castle.
Yes, the termite infection, we were unable to keep it under control. It was just too great, too strong, and the Terminex was called by the humans. We have great need to leave in the next, hour or so, in order to prevent the destruction of our colony and seek safe refuge with you and yours.
Truly unfortunate. Yes, we will escort you to the home gym up in the garage. The human man built it and just never used it since then.
That sounds ideal. We have many crafters and others that can possibly bring benefit to your community while we stay.
All right, I will dispatch my explorers, Todd, Lod, and Crod, to escort you back.
Are we sure there isn't, like, a naming convention?
It's possible they're just a throuple.
You know
I look to my
what? That's
advisors,
fair.
Laser and Blazer.
Okay. I look to Dan and I'm like, look me in the eye and tell me there is not a naming convention.
He looks you in the eye.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's totally cool, man.
And my name is Squeaky Pete too, so...
Love it. Great name. Is
This is all
Squeaky a title or a second first name? Or a first name?
First name, my family name is Pete.
Ah, okay, cool.
My mother was Lady Pete.
Love it. Love it.
First name Lady, or was that her title?
First name Lady. My grandfather was the first Pete.
Wait. Does that mean
His
you're-
name was the first?
Yes. Admittedly, his name was originally Pete, but then he changed his name to the first Pete.
the first? To clarify, that the is very important, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Well, his name was technically Pete Jr., but then he changed his name to the first Pete.
Fantastic. This sounds like a discussion we could have after we save our entire community.
Yes, I'll send my most elite explorers with you to escort you back.
Thank you very much.
Sweet. I'm gonna need those names again. What was it?
Dan,
Claude?
Ban, and Lan. Sorry, the others were busy. I forgot they were having a date night tonight.
Oh, so they were a throuple. Got it.
Yeah, you know.
Do you guys, when you marry, just get rhyming names? Is that the convention here? Or is that just a lot of coincidence?
It's just a lot of coincidences.
Oh, man. I'm gonna like it.
I would really like to ensure that my sister gets over here safely, so if we could just maybe have this conversation tomorrow.
What's your sister's name?
Her name is Beth.
What's your name?
My name is Skolnik.
That's really fucking odd.
Thank you.
Anyway, yeah, I'll send Dan, Lan, and Ban with you.
Alrighty, thank you for the help.
Yeah, they're not a throuple, they're just brothers.
We appreciate your help, Mr. Squeaky Pete.
Alright.
Eilonwy covers her mouth with both of her hands and just kind of walks away from the scene, trying very hard to contain herself.
I haven't used that voice in so long, and I'm glad I got to do it so much just now.
That was brilliant.
Oh, God.
Loving it.
All right. So with that, you are, with the help of Dan, Ban, and Lan, you are able to make your way back to your homestead. And you go to your elder, tell them of the news. Oh, Squeaky Pete. Fuck that guy, but okay, I guess.
He offered us the home gym that is never used.
All capitals. The home gym that's never used.
Yes, okay. I mean, we don't have much of a choice. Thank you, brave adventurers, brave explorers, for helping us find a new home. And hopefully we'll be able to come back so I don't have to deal with Squeaky Pete that much. But until then...
I don't know, he's pretty cool. He's got a rubber ducky throne. Also, though, make sure that we have enough crumbs, because we kind of have to, like, bribe the ants on the way there.
We have an ant issue.
Oh, okay, yes.
I mean, it's not in the house, so...
Just bring an Oreo, like 5 of us carry an Oreo across.
Oreo.
Glorious.
Oreo. Alright. You have successfully mapped out a path. And with all your preparations and your vigilance and getting animals out of places, you are able to bring all 30 members of your tribe to safety in the home gym that's never used.
Okay, but, like, guys, I heard something from, like, Squeaky Pete and them, and, like, apparently there used to be, like, sparrow warriors, and we used to tame birds, so, like, do you think I can do that now?
If you do, I could make you a saddle out of some of these weights and things that are laying around.
Oh my god,
do you want to try and tame some birds, or...
No, I was just leaving that as, like, a random closing thought for, like, the viewership to just, like, Eilonwy's gonna go and be dumb right now.
Alright. So as Eilonwy gets her metal disc and goes out to try and find some birds to tame, we pull out of the house 115, or 115. 115, yes, because it's a cul-de-sac. And we see the family leaving for their 4-day vacations, just as the best way to say it. And the Terminex truck arriving because, of course, they never just leave on time. A tent is put up and fumigated, and the house is fumigated. But the tribe of 114 Penman Drive, the tribe of 114 Penman Drive is safe in their new temporary home in the home gym. And that's where we'll leave this story. Thank you, Dennis, for joining us today. And thank you, Grant, for joining us also. This has been the Dice Fiends game of Elfinfolk. It's going to be coming out soon when this is released, so I hope you'll all go get it. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. The explorers are Kiara, Dennis, and Grant. Deeming and producing is done by Eric. Track listings and relevant links for the music we use in this episode are down in the show notes. Our logo was done by Ray Calidus. You can find her on Twitter at Calligraphyinc or at calligraphyinc.com. If you like this episode and want to know more about Elfinfolk, go to AdamBaffoniRPGs.com to keep updated on the game's release and follow him on Twitter at CritSuccess. That's the first half of critical, success just like it sounds, and an underscore on the end for good measure. We had an absolute blast playing it, and think you will too. I'm sure you already have a dice bag. That's like day 1 of playing these games. Day 2 or day 3 tops. But do you have a dice bag from Grayed Out? These handmade dice bags are super durable and look pretty to boot. With each dice bag made to order, you can select the size, pattern, or amount of pockets you want for your perfect dice bag. To get one of your own, go to www.etsy.com/grayedout. That's grayed out spelled GreyedOut, all one word. And when you get to your dice bag, enter Dice Fiends, all one word, at checkout as a coupon for 10% off your entire order. Do you like the show? Do you want to hear more of us and our shenanigans? Tell a friend about us or leave us a rating review over on your podcatcher of choice to help more people find us. Do you want to support us in a more financial way? Head on over to our Patreon, and for as little as $1 a month, you can get a bevy of benefits, including me literally shouting my thanks at you in the end segment of our show. I'm sorry if anyone had their headphones on full blast. If you have any questions or comments, you can hit us up on Twitter at DiceFiends or shoot us an email at dicefiendspod@gmail.com. And until next time, remember, keep your friends close and Black Lives Matter. Goodbye.